here at our nation's border under National Mountain, the site of the Black Brigade terrorist attack in '86. If you don't remember, hundreds died that day when a brigade truck carrying explosive devices crashed into the mountain, triggering its peak to collapse. In 2 months, on the same day as the nation's election, in the same spot where I'm standing, the 10-year commemoration honoring the victims will take place.
Give us all your darn money, Mitch!
Yeah, all your darn money.
Robbery in progress. All cars in the area respond immediately.
Unit 2 here, on my way. Over.
President Tyrak, the man who built the border wall behind me, protecting our nation, will be there.
Protecting our nation? Ha!
This event promises to be a solemn moment, and a time to celebrate the announcement of our next president.
Ugh, total BS.
Of course, I'll be there live, giving you the real story as it unfolds. This has been GNN's Sonia Sanchez reporting live.
You sure this place is closed, Stan? All the lights are on.
Yeah, they just leave those on to scare criminals.
Well, didn't work.
Nope.
Stan.
You there! Want to be part of something big? A break-in. Probably the best ever.
Best ever? You say that before all our crimes.
And every time, it's true. Let's talk in the back. Come on, time to get started. Okay, so Mitch is casing out the place. We need to be real quiet. Really? Now shut your trap. Here comes Mitch.
Okay. From what I can tell, the place is empty. Yeah, this should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's go. There's a psycho after Sonia, and we need to protect her.
Yeah, sweet Sonia's in danger. Yeah, well, she's a national icon.
Kid, you going through the vents here.
You used my lucky lockpick to get in. It's lucky because I've never had to actually use it. Okay, let's do this. But, maybe you'd like to ask us something first?
Steal as much as you can.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
It's much harder than you think, kid.
Yeah, you have no idea. Now come here, little lady. Go to the end and use the lockpick.
Now park in front of the cameras and get ready. Finally! I thought we'd never get him.
Stan, we talked about this. You need to work on your patience.
Kid, can you see us on the camera?
Look around. See a layout of the office?
Like we didn't already know that. Let's do this already!
Oh no! Something's beeping!
It's an alarm! Kid, stop the alarm!
Make it stop!
Cut the alarm, kid!
What do we do, Stan?
I don't know, but
Thanks, little lady.
why are you thanking her? She forgot to cut it.
Stan, she's not an expert criminal like us.
Mitch, help me with this door. Pick it up, and that's cool.
Hello, this is security. We're responding to an alert. Everything all right?
Mitch, can't you pick that lock any faster?
What triggered the alarm? I see. That unfortunately happens a lot. Anyway, thank you for your explanation. Just a second, ma'am. I'll also need Happy Taxi's security password. It's just protocol.
What's happening, kid?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
What do you expect us to do? We're robbers, not wizards.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
I'm waiting, ma'am. What is the password?
Hold on, there's a post-it here. Says A45 D2R CPP12. Maybe that's it.
Thank you for your time, and take care.
I got it, Stan.
Finally! What took you so long?
You know I don't like to rush things.
This is a break-in, Mitch! Look, the manager's office.
Oh man, the door has a code. Any idea?
Try 1234.
No.
4321?
Nope.
Well, I'm fresh out of ideas. Kid, you're in the security room. Code must be in there somewhere. Find it. Hold on. Try 9999.
That's not it.
You haven't even tried it.
It's 9 4 times. No one has that password. Let's give the kid a chance. Still not it. It worked! I'm in! What the heck?
Kid, are you seeing this? Hold on. There's tape on the camera. There.
We knew someone was obsessed with Sonia, but this is cray-cray.
It's him, Mitch. The Seiko cabbie after her.
You two, stop!
Close the door.
Who was that guy?
Looks like the security service sent an agent.
Open this door immediately! Listen, you don't want any trouble. Give me the manager's office code.
Don't give him the code, kid.
We're close to finding where this creep is gonna attack.
Want to play it like that, do you?
I got it, Stan. He's gonna attack at the border. At the top of the hill.
You've asked for it. You're screwed, kid.
Let's get out of here.
Sorry, little buddy. have to wear the outfits all the time.
Crazy talk, Mitch. Now, shh. It's almost time for the Sonia show.
I wonder what she's gonna wear today.
Me too. That pink number, maybe.
You hear that? Ugh! That's not the creep after Sonia, is it?
Nope. Kane ain't nothing but a hitchhiker. Tie him up. Told you he wasn't dead.
You were right. Guess I owe you 5 big ones. I don't have it on me right now. But I will as soon as we rob the kid. This is Stan and I's hideout. Pretty nice, don't you think?
Shut up, Mitch. Give us all your money, kid. Now.
Yeah, all your money.
In case you didn't notice, we're the ones giving the orders.
Maybe I'll have to show him the beast.
Whoa, you hear that? The beast. Now search him, Mitch.
Well, looky here.
How much we talking about?
Not enough to quit the game, Stan.
No amount could ever make us quit the game, Mitch. It'd be nice to rob someone actually rich once.
Sure would, Stan.
Mitch, this kid is starting to hurt my ears. Show him the beast.
With pleasure.
Now come on, we got work to do on our investigation. Sweet Sonia's life hangs in the balance. I feel like I'm going crazy, Mitch.
Yeah, me too.
And if we don't crack this soon, it'll be too late.
Quiet, little buddy. Do I have to show you the beast again?
Yeah, shut your trap. Let the grown-ups think in peace. Kid, someone wants to end Sonia's life. The famous reporter?
Yeah, we doubt that you could help us.
Ah, hell, Mitch. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe he can help.
Yeah, I mean, what do we have to lose here?
Pick him up. We'll make you a deal, kid. Help us, and you'll get your money back. So we're trying to find out when the killer's gonna attack. We know he's planning to strike at the wall, but we don't know the date. We got some of his letters and things right here. When he's gonna attack is somewhere in them. We just know it is.
If anything happens to sweet Sonia, I might just go crazy!
Today marks the anniversary of Lola's death. In exactly 2 years, I will take my revenge.
Do we know when that was recorded, Stan?
Yeah, sometime in 1994.
So, we know the girl's birthday. That guy's seriously disturbed, Stan.
He had this letter in his journal. I guess his daughter was fond of reptilians.
He says he's gonna act on his kid's birthday.
Oh, that's it! It all makes sense now! You're a genius!
Deepest apologies I showed you the beast earlier. I don't know what I was thinking.
We still need to figure out what this guy looks like.
But we know he's planning something at the border, at the top of the hill.
Here's your cash, kid. It's best to honor one's promises. Stan and Mitch rules. The ladder, near the TV. Just climb it. Now get!
But, Before you go, maybe you want to ask us something?
Mitch and I never do that. Petria's been good to us, making us thieves and all. But I heard smugglers can help.
Yeah, but you need real dough for that.
Stand and mash!
travels, have you met a woman named Sonia?
You'd know if you had. She's only the prettiest flower in all of Petria.
Sharp as a tack, too. But now, some troubling news. Sonia is in danger. Someone wants to end sweet Sonia's life.
Our plan is to stop this would-be killer.
Before they kill Sonia.
Yeah, before.
Our hunch is this psycho is a taxi driver. What we know is this creep plans to attack Sonia at the border.
And that this creep plans to do so on Election Day. It's certain.
Yeah, we do. And on a variety of subjects.
Taxi driver? That would make sense. What doesn't stand is why the kid's in the sidecar. It being in the shape it is.
You've gone and scared the kid, Mitch.
Yeah, didn't I? Aw, shoot.
Ask us a question if you'd like. Could take your mind off your fear. Seems that way, don't it? Frightening. Determined little guy, aren't you?
Long as you lean into the turns. Just move left and right. Give it a whirl.
Not bad. That's nothing.
Get on up here, little buddy. Don't be scared.
Go on, then. What do you think, kid?
Yeah, what do you think?
Stand and Mitch and the kid!
A taxi driver,
Could
Stan.
be Sonia's would-be killer. Kid, get back in the sidecar and help us get that cab. Damn it!
taxi stopped!
Could be a trap. Show this driver the beast, Mitch!
With pleasure.
Here we go. This ought to be good. So, kid, did you get a look at the driver? That's my recollection, too. Wait until Mitch gets his hands on this creep. What the? Why is he coming back?
Oh, nice person. People like that don't deserve engine trouble.
He's leaving!
That wasn't the would-be killer, Stan. Way too nice.
You let Sonia's would-be killer go, Mitch!
I did not. Besides, I didn't see you get off the bike. You was scared.
I was not scared!
Kid's right. Let's look on the bright side. We're getting closer.
We are. We almost got that psycho this time.
Stan and Mitch!
What do you want to do now, little fella?
Suit yourself, kid.
Get your tapes and snacks here. Tapes and snacks. I'm not exactly the minister of oil, bro. I'm all for them, but I'm not sure what kind of protester I want to be. Yeah, like, do I want to be more aggressive, or do I want to practice civil disobedience?
Occupied!
Welcome to Super Supper. Wanna put some coins in my pig? Oh man, thanks for the bread. Know what? Herb's in the back, doing whatever it is Herb does. I'm gonna hook you up, but play it cool. And if you want something else, you'll have to get it from the menu. I know what you mean by hitchhiking. But you should stay. We're trying to make a difference here. Vote Flores. Oh, no.
This here, ladies and gents, is what you'd call a robbery.
Woohoo!
Nobody move!
Dudes, just take what you want. We got burgers, we got fries.
You're safe. Where is it?
This is a super surfer.
Wrong answer, friendo. I'm holding a shotgun.
Well, gun or not, the super surfer still doesn't have a safe.
And who asked you?
But super surfer, still has a register, bros.
Now you're talking. Mitch, give me that bag for the loot.
The bag? I thought you had it.
Mitch! You shut your pie hole. The piggy bank. Put the money in the piggy bank.
Okay, fine, but that's my piggy bank, man. Okay.
Mitch, get the pig.
I don't think I should leave the door, Stan. You know, in case someone comes in.
Are you killing me, Mitch? You, stand up. Yeah, you. Take the pig and get everyone's money. Time to donate to the Stan and Mitch Fund.
The Stan and Mitch Fund. That's good. Did you just think of that?
Mitch!
You, heard Stan. Start emptying those pockets.
Kid, I have an idea. But you have to trust me. When the time is right, I'll scream my head off. And you jump on the guy with the shotgun.
We don't have all day!
Well, somebody has to do something. Oh, fine, take it.
Hey, stuff that pig, bud. Sir? Oh, no.
Get the
Just
money,
call me
kid.
Mitch.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I refuse to give these S&M freaks a single penny. We do that, and they win. Can't you see? And you need my money for that plan?
Get money in that pig!
I wasn't born yesterday. No! No! My money, my rules. I won't! I refuse!
What are you doing? We ain't got all day!
All right, take it.
It'll be okay, Richard.
I'm so scared. I think my heart's gonna explode.
You don't know that.
Please, his heart can't take this.
Get money in
Thank
that
you.
pig!
I'm so scared. I just need a minute. This isn't helping. I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Get money in that pig!
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Get the money, kid!
I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Better.
They don't have all day!
You've got to
Make the
save
pig
us.
sing, little buddy. You sure they have nothing more? Stan, let's go. Now hand it over, little buddy. You made it rain, kid.
Now are you coming with us?
Yeah, wouldn't be a good robbery without a hostage. Stan and Mitch rules.
Let's go, Mitch!
You saved our lives, bro. It's just too bad they got my pig. Dude, my dreams were in that pig.
In just a few days, the nation will honor the victims of '86 and elect its new president. When historians look back on this September 9th, many will consider it the most important day ever in the history of Petria.
It's perfect. The entire country will be watching.
I agree. The time to act is now.
Intelligence says the brigades will try something, Mr. President. If they do, I'll crush them once and for all.
Of course, I'll be here all day, reporting live at the scene. This has been Sonia Sanchez for GNN.
And cut!
You do her hair, is that it?
I don't do her hair.
Don't be offended. We think her hair is great.
Look, Sonia's not seeing anyone right now, all right?
Hi, kid. This guy won't let us see Sonia. He thinks we're fans.
Aren't we, Stan?
We're more than that. We're her biggest fans.
Nice one, Stan.
Yeah, you heard the kid.
Move along, or I'll move you myself. That goes for you two also.
Come on, Mitch. We made the hairstylist upset. We'll talk to Sonia later.
Oh, are you crying, Sonia?
A girl died here in '86.
Might as well do it now. This is for you, Lola.
Lola was her name. I tried. I tried to save her. But the rocks, they kept coming. It's just, sometimes I wish I had died. And she lived.
Oh, Sonia.
Mitch, behind the rocks. You see what I'm seeing?
Uh-huh.
Come on. Stop right there!
You again. Wait, where's the other one?
Mitch, the beast!
What the?
Woohoo! We got him, Mitch! We got the would-be killer!
Woohoo!
Stan? Mitch?
Wait, you know these two S&M guys?
Know them? They're the Big Brothers!
Hi, Sonia.
Oh, hi, Sonia.
You two come here and give me a hug! Now!
Right away,
Yeah.
ma'am.
On our way.
It's so good to see you two. It's been too long.
I don't want to rain on your family reunion, but he's gone.
Not a problem. We'll be here on election day, if he comes back.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Stan! Oh, Mitch. Oh, I'm sorry I've been so distant. I hope you can forgive me.
Don't worry about it, Sonia.
Yeah, don't worry. We're a family.
Aw, you guys are the best. Now give me another hug.
That leaves just the brigades. Time to cut the head off the snake.
Kid! Up here! Up here! Huh! I've never seen that shade of green before.
He's going to get sick on the hog stand. I knows it.
What'd you say, kid? Can't hear ya. On account of the wind.
Little buddy thanked us for the ride, Stan.
Mitch, hard as I try, I can't hear you neither. On account of the wind. I see your lips are moving, and I know you are speaking to me. Yet pains me to say, I cannot hear you. Protective goggles?
Ha ha! Protective goggles!
Mitch, check the bag. Better still be there.
Would if I could, Stan. Now you know I have
issues with the lower lumbar.
Right, your issues with the lower lumbar. Kid, check the bag in the back.
Watch! A furry friend!
Aw, that's too bad. Happens with the smaller life forms. I should hug more to discourage them from wandering out like this. The bag! Couldn't say, but it is not stolen dollar bills.
Most definitely is not.
We did it, Mitch! We robbed the big one! First Petria National! That's mighty kind of you to say, kid!
Hey, little buddy, you've heard of Stan and Mitch, right?
You should say yes. I knew it, Mitch! We're famous!
Woohoo! And we just keep getting better at robbing. I didn't think it was humanly possible.
Yeah, once we even forced a kid to rob a diner on our behalf.
Should have seen the expression on that poor sucker's face.
But here we are, hogging the conversation. Maybe you'd like to pose a topic of your own. I did. Awful is what it is. We would have saved a kid had we been there.
Yeah, we would have.
How does it make you feel, kid? Well, good luck with that and everything.
Yeah, good luck.
Hey, what are you looking out down there? Shucks, Mitch. Looks like we forgot a scratch. My brother and I are morally good, if you mind us the robbing with firearms.
But we do have a weakness for the scratch tickets. Shoot! The cops, Stan!
If they start shooting, we're goners! Kid, do something to slow him down! You want to promo money? You're a genius!
Damn!
Got a better idea?
Let me think!
Aim for the windshield! Receipt for dollar bills! Now you find all this! Keep putting the money on the car! Aim for the windshield! Or receipt for dollar bills!
Ha-ha! Time to get rich! They stopped for the money!
Ha! Dare I ask who the criminals are now?
We lost them! But we lost all our darn money! It's your fault, kid!
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Uh-huh!
Kid, for your quick thinking, we'll take you a little ways further, okay? Well, Mitch and I are nice people.
No! Really nice!
Stan and Mitch! Get in, Mitch!
With pleasure.
You, drive! Don't look at us!
Just do what we say.
Watch it!
Just do what we say, and you won't get hurt.
Shut up and step on the gas. Our moto not starting outside the laundromat after we rob it. Humiliating.
You think I don't know that, Stan? It's your fault, you know.
My fault? Oh, that's rich, Mitch. You know what, Mitch? Maybe you should find another robbing partner.
Well, maybe I should. Like this kid.
Fine, take the kid. She's clearly a criminal anyway. Hold on. Before we end the best robbing duo ever, let's take a deep breath.
Yeah, we shouldn't rush into this. This is big. I know. Let's put the radio on. It'll help us forget about the laundromat.
Good idea. You heard Mitch. Turn the radio on, little lady.
A laundromat robbery happened about an hour ago.
Ah, jeez.
Witnesses say the two robbers, both dressed like they were into S&M role-playing, argued the entire time. Though the suspects only made off with $72 in quarters, they are said to be armed and very dangerous. If you see them, please call the police immediately.
We're laughing stocks.
And Sonia reporting it, no less. Oh, jeez.
Well, I guess that's it. Stan and Mitch are breaking up. Go on and partner up with the kid.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Wow.
Only one thing left to do. To be sure this is the right move, and I'll give the kid Mitch's ultimate bank robbing quiz.
Yeah.
4 questions by which Mitch evaluates your criminal mind. Get enough questions right, and you and Mitch become robbing partners. But don't, then Mitch and I have to... I don't want to spell it out.
Question number 1. Of the following, what is the best location to rob? The clock is, ticking. Yeah, that's the right answer.
Though jealous, I will admit, I am very impressed.
Question number 2. When is the best time to rob? Wrong. That's when the Sonia show is on.
That's strike 1.
Question 3. What is the best getaway vehicle? Nope, because it's kinda... well...
expected.
Yeah, expected.
Strike 2. This is your last chance.
Question 4. The final question. What is the best thing to do with your money at your hideout?
Is this your final answer?
Yes, that is the best thing to do.
We need not explain why, for obvious reasons. Wow, the kid passed.
No, I've never even passed it. And it's my quiz.
So I guess you and the kid are gonna partner up now, eh?
Stan, hold on.
Yes, Mitch?
Though, the kid and I's robbing compatibility is through the roof.
No doubt.
I cannot imagine robbing with anyone but you.
Nor I, Mitch. Nor I.
Remember when we snuck inside that cab company?
Poor kid. I wish we could go back in time and do it all over.
Well, he had my lucky lockpick on him. I'm sure he's fine. Come on, let's keep the car. And ditch the kid.
Sounds good to me, Mitch. You hear something, Mitch?
I did not, Stan.
Stan and Mitch!
See him now! You're under arrest!
I guess you don't remember me. We met at a gas station. I got arrested. You too, I think. We're in a holding cell near the border. They brought you in last night. They beat you. That's why. But it should come back soon. Too long. I just want to get it over with. Getting transferred to the pits. Well, you know, that's where crosses end up, isn't it?
Get your hands off me!
Your friend's been chosen for a new treatment. We'll turn him into a good teenager yet. Wake up! You're being transferred to the pits. Now get up! Demonstrations. It's election day, and scum like you want to make trouble.
You need to go!
Now time to get you in the truck.
Go, go, go!
Quiet back there!
They fried him, man. I don't know if he can talk now.
here, live at the border on Election Day. Where events have quickly turned into a heated protest.
Fires are spreading as rioters in high numbers have gathered at the wall. The tension is rising.
That a new hat, Jared?
How do they expect me to do a transfer in this?
Look at this, man. This is crazy.
It's happening. The babies will save us, I know it.
What are they doing?
They know we're in here, right?
Stop that! Get your hands up! Stop!
What was that? A prison van has just been flipped over.
Go, go! Get him out! Everybody, to the wall! Where the hell is Robert?
Big John, did you see Alex?
You saw Alex? Where is he?
At the wall.
Kid, come with me. I gotta find some more. This way, young blood! There's an opening up here! Alex! What are you doing?
John? Don't get any closer. I'm warning you. Stay out of this. This is for the brigades. For my parents.
Your parents wouldn't have wanted you to give your life, Alex.
How do you know? Robert said...
Robert is a liar!
No, you're the liar. You promised me that you'd tell me about them.
Alex, you don't understand.
I do understand, John. You wasted my time. And you're wasting it now.
Mom and Dad, Alex. Naomi and Steven. They built it.
Built what?
The first bomb. We were gonna use it. But there was a problem at the last moment. That's when Connie and I, my girlfriend, tried to take Tyrak out in the truck. We'd worked too hard to come up empty-handed. But we missed. And Tyrak detonated the explosives on the peak.
And my parents were killed.
Yes. And Connie. And so many others that day.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner, John?
I thought it'd radicalize you. Push you to build the bomb. And I didn't want you to hate me.
Then I should activate this bomb. To do what my parents couldn't.
They wouldn't have wanted you to die for this, Alex. Believe me. Alex won't listen to me. Can you talk to him? Please, young blood. Talk to him, young blood.
Why are you interfering? Don't you want to leave this country anyway? What do you care? John doesn't know anything. Nothing he'll tell me anyways.
They loved you, Alex. They loved you more than the world. You hear me?
It's not fair! They're gone! And I never got to know them!
I know it isn't. But if you activate this bomb, you'll be taking someone else's parents away.
I guess you're right. There. I disarmed it.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Come on, Liz.
Don't move! Hands up and turn around. Slowly. Hands up, I said!
Mom! Don't shoot!
Alex?
Your mom's a cop?
Get out of here, Alex.
That voice.
Wait. Papa Bear? No!
You know each other?
Yeah. Turns out I've been chatting on the CB with the very person I was after.
Well, it's not great for me either. The woman I love being a cop and everything.
Love.
Yeah. Love.
Ha! Don't make me laugh.
Listen, I'm sorry I stood you up. I chickened out.
You think I care about that now?
My mom and Mr. Ursus were gonna go on a date? My mind is gonna explode.
Alex, I told you, get out of here!
Listen to your mom.
So, how do you know each other again?
I did some work for the brigades, for info on my bio parents. John knew them.
Yeah, right.
It's the truth. My girlfriend and I were friends with Alex's parents.
Your girlfriend?
She died in '86. I've been trying to protect Alex. You gotta believe me.
Mom, I did everything on my own. John didn't force me. You gotta believe him.
He's a criminal, Alex. They almost killed me. Twice.
I didn't want them to attack. I swear to you. But I've made some terrible decisions. Not a day goes by that I don't regret them.
Boo-hoo! So, what am I supposed to do? Let you go? Is that it? Well, I can't! I'm a police officer!
Please, Mom! Lower your gun!
Get out of here, Alex!
Drop the gun!
Alex, stop!
Get away from him!
John!
Supporters on the other side of the wall have broken through and are now fighting the border forces with the brigades. Could this be it? Is the revolution really happening?
Might be a good time to go, sir. Kid, stop! Zoe! Fire at will. Sir?
The revolution started that day, lasted for 3 more weeks. It spread to much of Petria, but did not prove successful in overthrowing Tyrak. Tyrak won the election and repealed the law limiting the number of possible presidential terms. And in the years that followed, my country became even more oppressive. If only more citizens had committed themselves to change, Petria might now be a much different place.